guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. It is the fall, of course, and there's leaves all over the ground. So today we're going to be going out and leaf blowing all of those off of our gravel paths. Last year I did put a bunch of gravel paths in for myself and my guests because I'm forming a little community, and this fall there's just tons of leaves all over them. I did not take a rake to them because of specific things that I don't want to happen, like when I do my riding lawnmower over the grass, I don't want to be kicking up any rocks, so using a rake and brushing those leaves into the grass would not be a good thing. So we're actually going to be just using that leaf blower and blowing from the inside out into the grass. And I'm not the type of person who mulches up the leaves unless they're in a specific area, so we're just going to leave those for the wildlife during the winter. I did get this new leaf blower. I do a bunch of craftsman tools, and one of the reasons why I do this is because when I first got my weed eater, it had a couple batteries, and I just figured all of these tools can fit the same battery, so why get a whole new tool with a whole new charging station? Why not just get all of the same kind? So I've stuck with Craftsman, did it again with this, just bought the tool because I've got tons of batteries. All right, we have our battery. I have a bunch of them charged. They're all in the garage. Let's see if this thing works. Very nice. See how the path is covered up with all of these leaves? I'm not sure if the guests even know where to walk on these paths, so that's one reason why we're doing this. It's the main reason why we're doing this, and it'll be nice and clear for them to see the trail and actually walk on it. Look at how much was covered up. That's a lot covered up, and now they're gonna see a nice path, but it is taking a while, but I'm sure raking would have taken a lot longer. Now, one of the things I do want to mention about this blower is that this thing right here is sucking in, so whenever I'm doing this by my side, it gets stuck on my pants. And it just, so you kind of have to keep it away from your body. I did not know this, but it keeps happening. And I guess I'm learning that this is something you can hold on to. I don't know, to get more leverage to try to work it. I don't know. I've never used this thing before, but I do have it on the highest power. I can lock it in place if I want, but I haven't done that. It's not really locking it, so I don't know. So although we are seeing the path, there is still some weeds in there. That's probably going to be one of the next projects, is killing all of that before the spring starts, and hopefully doing something about it so that it doesn't come up the next year. And I think I should take advantage of that this winter, you know, because it's all dead and I don't have to keep weed eating it. So I'll just rip all of those weeds out of there, but I need to find a way to kill all of that so that it doesn't come back up. I'm going to continue down there. We've got a bunch to do right there and get these paths all nice and clean. Looking good so far. I could see my paths now. So on high, this thing runs out really fast. There are 3 speeds, low, medium, and high, and I just had it on high just to try to blast the leaves away rather than just taking my time. We're walking back to the garage. We did not bring the golf cart this time. We got to get a new battery. Thank goodness. All the other devices came with batteries. That's why we have some spare ones. Okay, as I come around this corner and down here, there is a blanket full of leaves. So the guests probably had no idea where this path was because it was completely covered up. It doesn't even look like there's a path in there. So that's what we're gonna, do right now. We're clearing off these paths so that guests can see where the actual gravel is. That is nuts. I can't believe that I haven't been out here to clear all of this. I didn't think it was this bad. So I can't believe how thick these leaves are. Like it's just a huge thick pile that I had to start kicking some of the leaves. This blower is doing an okay job, but it's taken a while to get through some of this. Battery just ran out, and the last time that I went to go get a new battery, I actually brought a couple more so that I didn't have to keep going back because I don't have my golf cart. I had it on auto or lock. Put this back in here, and I've got another fresh one in here. It's looking pretty good, guys. We're about to round this corner right here and do all the way in the middle of those trees. The pine portion of the paths. I'm going to try to power through some of the lighter blanketed stuff with the leaf blower, but I think I'm going to have to bust out the rake and do like more of the heavier blanketed stuff, because this stuff is hard to get through with wind. It's like not moving, it's not budging. It's taking a while. It's not like those light leaves. So I have 2 small batteries left. I'm going to go charge the rest. And then I'm going to get out a rake and we're going to do this portion. I might even go around the rest of the path and do the couple scattered leaves that are on there, like in front of the tiny house. These are the small batteries and they don't seem to be working too well. They keep shutting off. Pine needles are definitely easier to clean up with a rake. And then of course all of these pine needles I'm going to be transferring over into my mulch pile, which has a bunch of pine needles in there anyway, but there's a bunch of chicken poop in there, some leaves. Some of it has started composting and mulching out already, so I just stirred it this morning. We have a little bit more of the paths to do, but that'll be pretty easy. It's looking pretty good. That was not too bad. We got the whole property done. Now the guests can actually see where they're walking if they do choose to walk on the gravel paths. A couple points I do want to hit on is that the leaf blower is better for the smaller and the lighter leaves, and using a rake was easier for the pine needles, especially on the gravel, so that when you're raking it, it just takes up the pine needles and doesn't scrape all the rocks into the grass, which is what I was trying to avoid by leaf blowing in the first place. I think if I maintain the paths enough throughout the year, especially during the fall, I'll only have to do this a couple times. If I would have done this a couple more times before this, then I think the paths would be more clear, but doing it this one time, it cleared it out altogether, and hopefully we won't need to be doing that again for a little bit, because most of the leaves on the trees have fallen anyway. I hope my journey is helping you guys. If you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button below and click the notifications bell so you can receive a notification every time I post a new video, which is every Sunday. Thanks so much guys for watching. I will see you in the next video. And now the guests have plenty of, don't put that. Don't put that.